The FDIC issues crypto-related cease and desist orders to 5 companies, including FTX. We already saw the cease and desist order previously, and now we're seeing it with 4 more companies here, and this is just going to continue. We continue to report on these things. We continue to let you guys know about it, and I realize that makes it extremely depressing. You know, as far as like, I get it. There's FUD, there's fear surrounding this, and it's kind of depressing or whatever. But my job isn't to hide it from you and just give you hope. It's to aggregate the worst of what's happening and the best of what's happening and try to keep you guys informed to the best of my ability. But this doesn't bode well for cryptocurrency regulation, in my humble opinion. The Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation issued crypto-related cease and desist orders to 5 companies Friday. The agency regulates and insures the deposits of FDIC-insured community banks and other financial institutions. The letters demand that the 5 companies and their officers cease and desist from making false and misleading statements about FDIC deposit insurance. They must also take immediate corrective action to address these false or misleading statements. The 5 companies are FTX US, CryptoNews.com, CryptoSec.info, SmartAsset.com, and FDICCrypto.com. The FDIC detailed each of these companies made false representations, including on their website and social media accounts, stating or suggesting that certain crypto-related products are FDIC insured, or that stocks held in brokerage accounts are FDIC insured. So the question is, right, what makes them FDIC insured and what doesn't, and where all of these 5 companies sit on it? Obviously, to a certain extent, you don't want them making false claims on their websites about specific cryptocurrencies or their particular projects or whatever it may be. So this isn't terrible news. But the question is going to be, are they going to allow basically the FDIC insurance to be applied? Are they going to allow for these companies to actually have that kind of nomenclature on there if they go through the proper process? My guess would be no, because if they're offering or they're putting out like cease and desist orders at this point, it probably means that they're getting ready to come down hard in other areas. That's how I would read it. According to the FDIC, CryptoNews.com has reviews on its website claiming that Coinbase, eToro, and Gemini crypto trading platforms are FDIC insured. CryptoSec Info and SmartAsset.com provide a list of FDIC insured crypto exchanges that includes Crypto.com, Luno, Robinhood, and Voyager. Meanwhile, FDICCrypto.com blatantly regulates a website with FDIC in its domain name. FTX is one of the crypto firms that received a cease and desist letter from the FDIC. Although FTX and FTX US are separate trading platforms, they are both founded by Sam Bankman-Fried, who is currently the CEO of both companies. Global exchange FTX does not allow US residents to trade on its platform. He apologized for the confusion regarding FDIC insurance on Twitter. Clear communication is really important. Sorry, he tweeted. FTX does not have FDIC insurance, and we never said so on the website. Banks we work with do. We never meant otherwise, and apologize if anybody misinterpreted it. And that is kind of like the position that you get into with these, is that I think when cryptocurrency exchanges are trying to basically say that they have FDIC insurance, they're specifically talking about the banks that they work with and how the USD side is being held. It's semantics to a certain extent at the end of the day, but what you have to pay attention to is exactly why this would be coming down, because I'm really curious what this leads to at the end of the day. Yes, the exchange isn't insured, but the banks are. So what's getting removed? Why is this getting removed? Why are the cease and desist letters happening? Is there a plan to further regulate further down the line? I would put my bets on probably, right? This is not the first time that the FDIC has taken action against crypto companies. The regulator and Federal Reserve Board issued a letter to Voyager Digital last month demanding the crypto lender cease and desist from making false claims or misleading representation of deposit insurance status. Voyager filed for bankruptcy protection last month, and that is also the lines that we end up seeing being crossed is basically you end up having the FDIC come in, start putting this pressure on whatever companies they are that are related to cryptocurrency, and then that cryptocurrency company goes bankrupt. So it can be a little bit of foreshadowing, and it's a little scary at the end of the day for the health of cryptocurrency as a whole. And a lot of companies are basically being attached to it. Now, what's interesting is that you do have false claims on certain websites for crypto.com, but crypto.com itself doesn't say that they're FDIC registered. And they've actually been very clear, I think, in their marketing to make sure that they don't. So you also have that question too, right? Which is if the company themselves isn't claiming it, but there are basically publications out there outside of it that are claiming it, how does that affect the company, and does it affect them negatively? I presume possibly yes, but we'll have to see how it goes. Now, crypto exchange Coinbase faces a class action lawsuit over alleged lapses in security. Paramount to everything in crypto is security, because obviously with great power, which is in this case as it surrounds cryptocurrency, financial autonomy, comes great responsibility, and it's your responsibility to secure your crypto. Not your keys, not your crypto. And of course, and as that relates to Coinbase, if you're keeping it in the primary exchange, it's not your crypto. So yes, there is obviously an issue where you would hope that they would have good security, but to put the blame on Coinbase and not take responsibility yourself doesn't help you at all. In my humble opinion, you should be aware of what you need to do to secure your own crypto. Thanks for checking out this clip from the Crypto Mining Show. You can check out the full episode here or more crypto content down here. Also, I'd like you to check out my locals page at sonofatech.locals.com, where you can become a member for free or choose to be a $5 a month supporter that unlocks additional content.